Welcome back, guys, to That's Offside, brought to you by Gambling.com and sponsored by Bet442. On this week's show, it is Manchester City versus Manchester United, and we've got two guests, Buvey and KG. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. To start off the show, we are doing a combined 11, but not of current squads. It is going to be the treble winners.
History books.
It is going to be one with the history books. It's going to be a combined 11 of both of your treble winning sides.
Brilliant.
I know that one of them was a 4-4-2. One of them was a 4-3-3 kind
work
of.
something out.
But we are going to do a 4-3-3. That's what's currently on our screen.
Oh.
But again, we can try and be a bit flexible with that if we want to change that. So the first position we're going to go for, obviously, is the goalkeeper.
I think it's the easiest decision. I think the only argument for Ederson is the style, passing out from the back. Yeah. If Guardiola wants a modern keeper, could Schmeichel do it? We don't know. It's not his fault. He played in the 90s and early 2000s. But Schmeichel's obviously a better keeper.
And he played for both teams. He's so good that they wanted to sign him. That's how serious.
Great for us. Beat you in the derby, remember?
Well, I mean,
Sean
he's our captain. Final. So I'm not angry at Peter Schmeichel.
He was unbelievable.
The Great Dane.
Okay, cool. So we'll move over to left back then.
Had a son, won the league. That guy's great, man. I'd say everything about him is amazing. Left back, Dennis Irwin. Fergie's best ever signing.
Of course.
Both-footed. You know, it is what it is. It's when we get into the centre-back thing when it gets
willing to concede that quite early?
Oh, quite. I mean, Dennis Irwin's one of the greats of all time in the Premier League era.
Set pieces can do. He's just great.
So it's 2 to Manchester United at the moment. This could change, though. We're going to go to right back.
I weirdly think...
Gary Neville, mate. Gary Neville.
I think Gary Neville's number one in the Premier League history, but I think Kyle Walker does so much in the modern game. I don't know if Gary Neville could do it in the modern game in the same way Kyle Walker could, because the athleticism.
Wait, you said number one in Premier League, you think Gary Neville's the all-time...
Because of legacy, what did he win? 10 league titles, 13 league titles? What can I say about Kyle Walker? But Kyle Walker is very close, and if we're doing it right now, they had to play this game right now, I think Kyle Walker is more adapted to the modern game. The energy levels, the speed, the athleticism. Gary Neville didn't have any of that.
I agree with that, but even in tactically aware as well, you say Gary Neville played against great wingers, amazing wingers. You say the game right now, very system-based, so like he could manage in these mavericks of players. You know, I would say Kyle Walker's an amazing player. Honestly, I think he's incredible, but Gary Neville doesn't even get the praise that he deserves, considering how great his career is. I think it's just we're so used to seeing him on Sky in it that we just think he's just just any pundit.
Just a pundit. Okay, so we're going Gary Neville?
Gary Neville.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, this is an interesting start to this combined 11. We've got the 2 centre-halves next. And again, I've got a funny feeling there might be some United players in this.
There's one more United player that I'm going to put in there. Then there's a player that I know that's just quality that needs... There's a City player that I can be honest and say he does his job.
Who would it be?
John Stones.
Okay.
Stones, treble winner, yeah. He knows what he's doing. Like, as in, he's a very good player. And next to Yap Stam,
yeah, imagine that.
What do you want to do? You're not getting past that team. Maybe there's arguments for what's this, the right back that you said? Not Ruben Diaz. I'm sorry.
No, but I thought you were going to say Ruben Diaz.
No,
instead of Neville.
Yeah. Then it's like it's ready for it's ready for now.
But I still think that Walker can switch off defensively.
That's his thing.
No, I think Neville's a shoo-in. I respect that because John Stone's one of the most criminally underrated centre-backs in the history of the game. A ball-playing centre-back, popping into midfield against Inter Milan and moving the ball around. He's gotten England to 2 finals. We don't talk about that as well. He was part of both. He's injury-prone a lot, injured at the moment.
Pep doesn't favour him?
No, he's injured at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, he's come back from injury. But right now... England's never produced a ball-playing centre-back like John Stones ever. Then he goes on to win the treble, and he was the best player on the pitch alongside Rodri against Inter Milan. I think he translated 99 more than... Who's the other option for you? Yap Stam, and who played with... Ronnie...
Yeah. But I would say it has to be Yap Stam.
Yeah, Yap Stam and Stones.
Yeah.
Cool, so we'll go with those two.
Diaz underrated, by the way, though. I have to say.
Diaz is a good player, but I mean, like, you're never going to leave Yap Stam out. Even Fergie realised... I shouldn't have.
What a mistake that was. So nice.
Yes, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show. Whilst I've got you, make sure to check out Bet442 and their sign-up options on the screen and in the description. T's and C's apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly. Now, we can try and be as flexible as possible here with our midfield lineup.
This is where it gets techie.
This is where it gets techie.
This is when war starts. You see how you know at the back was like, very understandable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's calm.
And I think, again, the style of play and also the personnel is very different here. I think you had in that midfield 4 for United, yes, you had creativity, you had Beckham and players like that. But you also, I think there was more, I think the players were more solid. Whereas I think there's more creative and flair within that City team.
Yeah. I've got some non-negotiable names though.
Okay.
I've got some non-negotiables that need to be in there.
Yeah.
Ryan Giggs, non-negotiable. You're not leaving him out of it.
Giggsy.
Ryan Giggsy has to be there. Scholes is going to be a discussion point, I imagine. It shouldn't be.
Roy Keane?
Well, this is where the fight begins.
Because you've got Rodri.
Look, I'm going to get flagged off for saying it. I think Rodri's got more to his game than Roy Keane. Like, I'm not saying the legacy. Of course, he's got a better legacy. I think in terms of what you want from a midfielder, someone that can win the ball. I think Roy Keane's better. I think Rodri's better than Roy Keane. I think Rodri's better at controlling the game at the highest level than Roy Keane. In my honest opinion, passing and moving. I think Rodri has to get in. He won a Ballon d'Or for that season. He won a Ballon d'Or. Come on.
So
but I'd go Keane and Rodri. I love Keane over Scholes.
But then you don't have no space for Kevin De Bruyne.
You could do Rodri, Roy Keane, and Kevin De Bruyne.
Where's Scholes?
No Scholes.
Ah.
But then who do you have? But then do you leave players like David Beckham and Giggs out?
No Scholes.
If you're going to go with that midfield 3, do you leave like the wingers out, the Beckham, the Giggs, the?
I think you have to decide if it's Rodri or KDB. I think that's where we got the space. Like
De Bruyne's better than Paul Scholes.
No, he's not.
He is. He's got more to his Arsenal, better off the ball, better goals and assist record.
That's his job. That's his job.
Yeah, and he's better off the ball as well. So he's better at every aspect of the game.
No, he's not. He's controlling the game.
De Bruyne can control the game from any angle of the pitch.
Like Paul Scholes.
Yeah.
De Bruyne control the game like Paul Scholes.
De Bruyne's closer to the greats of all time than Scholes.
De Bruyne going missing in big moments as well.
When was that? He scored against Arsenal in the treble.
I can't be involved.
What about Real Madrid?
We've seen many a times. We've seen many a times when. Have you ever looked at Scholes and said, Scholes, taking off Scholes? I've seen your captain come off in big games.
Yeah.
They never. You won't even look that way.
We can't criticize someone for getting injured.
The manager's got to be on drugs to take off a player like that. He ain't taking off Scholes. Kevin De Bruyne on the sidelines, watching the game.
I'm not going to criticize someone for getting injured. He got injured in 2 finals.
Every single time.
But if someone gets injured, like Roy Keane did his ACL, I would never criticize Roy Keane for doing his ACL. He got booked against Juventus, so he didn't even play in 99.
A super performance.
De Bruyne played in the final, unlike Roy Keane, because of poor discipline.
He put in a super performance.
If you get booked, it's poor discipline.
You remember that. You remember what he did in that.
If you get booked, you don't play 99, it's because of poor discipline. There's nothing you can do if you get injured. If you got injured today, there's nothing you could do.
He was the most important player in that moment. I'm just saying, there's times when I've seen City do it without KDB. He wasn't the...
Not in the treble campaign. No way.
He wasn't the key.
He scored against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu.
Scholes has always been the key ingredient. He retired and we brought him back.
I love Scholes.
Because we still needed him.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be easier if we decide
I can't give
the
Scholes.
front 2 or 3 to decide if we're going with a front 2 or a front 3 to then give us the options?
Well, Pep's the best manager out of the 3. He won it with a 4-3-3. He schooled Fergie in 2 finals in a way never seen before in the history of Champions League final history in a 4-3-3.
Wait. And now Pep's better than Alex Ferguson?
Well, more Champions Leagues, more trebles. He's won double more trebles. Better winning percentage in the Premier League. Transformed English football.
Let's talk about the checkbook at any point. You're going to add that to
Ferguson broke the British transfer record more than Pep Guardiola.
How much, bro? You stay breaking the transfer record.
You used to bully the transfer market and the referees.
The transfer record. Right now, you guys, even today, there's a moment for really good coaching. I can't believe you brought Semenyo in. You don't need that. You don't need. I'm saying you're even right now. You got some issues at the back. You got loads of centre backs. You're talking about buying Gay. You guys.
So that's a bad deal.
No, this is who you are.
No, but is that a bad deal?
I'm saying as soon as it gets ropey, as soon as it gets rough, you guys go into the market.
Big clubs sign players whether you're on top or whether you're on the bottom.
Really expensive.
Big clubs sign big players all the time.
You don't get to say
Veron didn't work for you. You got another midfielder.
Under a normal budget. Yeah, can he manage?
Yeah, of course. He promoted.
Who are you talking about? The promotion.
I was going to say. In his first ever season as a manager, he won Spain's first ever treble.
Let's talk about Man City.
I got to finish the point. No, but you just said he can't.
Let's still talk about Man City because you've had great players at Man City.
Okay, can I? Okay. Go ahead. The last English player to win the PFA Player of the Year award winner before Phil Foden was Wayne Rooney, one of the greats of all time in the history of this country. No, no Steven Gerrard, no Frank Lampard. No one's won it since Wayne Rooney, who's English, from this country, then Phil Foden, who came out the academy, who Pep Guardiola put his arm around and developed into one of the best players we've ever seen, right? From a Manchester City point of view. That's Guardiola's brilliance. And then he promoted 6 or 7 at Barcelona.
Not anymore at Man City,
loads.
because you've got
absolutely loads.
You've got loads of players that you sent out.
But he's developed into a different level.
Any more at City that you can say, because
he turned Rodri into a Ballon d'Or winner.
We're talking about people he's developed. You're talking about the youngsters. You got one of the best
he
academies in the world.
He didn't develop Rodri. Cole Palmer.
Because guess what he does?
Cole Palmer.
When it gets rough, he goes into the market and says, give me that. Weren't Morgan Rogers one of your guys? Weren't Cole Palmer one of your guys? As soon as he ain't gonna.
Cole Palmer won a Champions League.
Is that Oscar Bob another one of your guys that's getting away again? There's so many that I can name. Instead of developing these players, they have to go out, become great, and then you lot still take credit for them anyway.
That's not true.
But Pep saw them and chose, nope, I need to spend more millions.
That's not true.
You can't compare him to Fergie. Fergie's one was created, bro.
So why did Fergie win 2 Champions Leagues in 25 years?
Fledglings is what.
Why did Fergie win 2 Champions Leagues in 25 years? You're not going to talk about Pep and Fergie in the same. Fergie is the pitch. So why did he lose to Guardiola in 2 finals? Never beat him in a final.
One great name.
Why? On English soil,
you know his
at
name.
Wembley.
He's a short guy called Messi, mate.
Yeah, which he promoted to being the best player of all time. That was Guardiola.
What? They were giving him drugs from the beginning. You know what was going on in that.
I'm
They
not
were
talking
giving
drugs.
growth hormones. They was giving him all of that. They knew what was getting. They said, Ronaldinho, you can leave. You know, if you got Messi.
Have you just used drugs with Messi, please?
You got the world's best in Messi.
Come on.
Yeah? How are we going to stop
craziness.
him? We got Messi. We got Busquets.
You can't say drugs and Messi.
Okay, Messi isn't someone that can get into this lineup, so we need to stick with the Man United and Man City players. We've still got 6
Pep
players.
Can't take credit for Messi.
We've still got 6 players to fill. Who are we filling the rest of the squad with?
I don't know what we're gonna do because I don't know how we're gonna solve it.
Rodri, Keane, and De Bruyne.
We need to solve it somehow.
We need to change the formation.
Are we going Rodri, Keane? Are we going Rodri, Scholes?
Keane has to get in and Rodri has to get in. So it's up to you, lads.
Who has to go? Didn't you say?
Rodri and Keane have to get in.
Why do you want to be so defensive?
No, I think Keane can. Like prime Keane was getting big goals when he was younger.
So if Rodri and Keane have to get in, is it a debate between De Bruyne and Scholes?
I've got to put Scholes. So we have to go Rodri, Keane. I'm sorry, you can't make it.
Okay, Rodri,
KDB, and Scholes. It has to. I can't leave him out.
Okay, now this makes the front 3 very interesting because. Again, if we're playing with wingers,
I can't leave him out.
You've not got. Well, Giggs could probably get in there, but you wouldn't have Beckham in a front 3, would you? He's not really the.
He'd do a job, wouldn't he? He would do a job.
The typical just forward winger.
We've got our striker in it. We have our striker right now. There was when we was going to play in the other system, I was really going to talk about Dwight York. By the way,
Do
you know what? Dwight York.
Underrated.
29 goals,
Underrated, yeah.
19 assists. Mate,
but
we've
done 4 strikers. How amazing is that? 4 you could have picked. You could have had Teddy Sheringham. Maybe not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but
Teddy in there. I'm not going to put.
But what a player he was.
He had Teddy and Solskjaer off the bench.
We've not even mentioned Andy Cole. It's like.
Well, this is why. But then I think is in this season. How many goals did Haaland get?
He got 52 goals in that treble campaign.
There's no conversation. That's the one thing that
and
he's even better outside. I'll say right now. Haaland in his build-up play, I can't believe it. He's gone to another level this season.
Improved. Okay, question then.
Yeah.
Who's done that?
Oh, Pep. No, but you can say. But how old is Haaland though? It's only right. It's only right. It's development.
No, he should be getting
This
better.
is what he should be doing right now.
Of course.
You've got one of the greatest, and there's no other striker. He has to do that. But I have to give him his credit. He's going to pass Alan Shearer. He's a special kid. Yeah. So sometimes you're going to say, you can meet the right person and everything's hitting at the right time. But that's special. Okay. You don't get the credit that he deserves.
2 left.
Ryan Giggs, Beckham. You don't lose.
Bernardo Silva.
Lose. Stop this.
I'm just asking you a question.
Okay, cool. No. So right now, when you look at this team,
is it English tax?
Huh?
If you ask, let's say a football fan from Italy, let's just say, or Germany, like a neutral country to this debate, would they say Bernardo Silva is not a better footballer than David Beckham? I think they would. I think he's got more to his arsenal, can control a game, scores big goals, versatile. He's a total footballer. Right, in the Cruyff, in the Cruyff view of the world. Beckham's not a total footballer.
Beckham's a total footballer,
Bernardo Silva can play left back, false 9, right wing.
You can't even argue speed with Bernardo Silva over Beckham. What attributes would you say that Beckham hasn't got that Bernardo Silva has?
Beckham's thing was obviously whipping it, whipping it long. He obviously could pass very, very well. One of the great passes the game's ever seen.
Leadership.
Work rate,
Bernardo Silva's a great
set
passer,
pieces.
short range. I prefer short passing to control the
long
game.
passing
There's a
effect.
reason that Ferguson lost 2 Champions League finals to Pep Guardiola. He couldn't control the game.
True, but where
So-
you're putting him in this lineup?
Bernardo Silva right wing. He's better
got-
footballer than David Beckham.
Prioritise Bernardo Silva.
I'm the most
short
biased English fan
passes.
going. I think Bernardo Silva's a better
He's
footballer
not
than
better
David
than
Beckham.
Beckham.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's not. And even now, where the game has gone, think about it, the game is changed again. We're in this era of long balls, set pieces.
Yeah.
They're
all
so
that stuff.
different as players.
What about this? Riyad Mahrez is better than David Beckham.
Oh,
Does Leicester City win the Premier League title with David Beckham right wing? No way.
I like what you've done here, but we are focused on Bernardo.
I'm not anymore. I'm moving to Mahrez.
I'm Bernardo, and we're talking Bernardo. And I will say Beckham. If
he better
you're
than Mahrez?
trying to find, Haaland would love David.
mad.
Beckham.
Yeah, to be fair.
Haaland would
Yeah.
love him.
Yes.
He's not gonna. David Beckham.
One touch out of his feet.
Oh
and
my
Haaland's there.
God, Haaland
One touch
would
out of Beckham's
love
feet,
him.
and
But
Haaland
he
is
scored
just
50
there.
goals with
just-
Bernardo Silva. He scored 50 goals a season with Bernardo Silva.
Do you know what he'll do? Do you know what
And
he would
Mahrez.
do? You already know if Beckham and Haaland linked up. Stop this.
Yeah, it'd be good for that one
Forever.
goal at Real Madrid where Zidane taps it in or Ronaldo taps it in. Mahrez is better than David Beckham, 100%.
Mahrez is special.
Yeah,
I
I'll put
wanna,
him in. He
no,
won a
but he's
treble as
not,
well.
he can't get in. over
Mahrez is,
Beckham.
and in a 4-3-3, Mahrez is better than Beckham in a 4-3-3.
But Mahrez, look at that. Defensively, we've got issues, by the way. In that midfield right now,
Pep managed- maybe
we've
Fergie
got
managed it.
issues. So I'm telling you, Beckham is going to get back and help out.
Are we cementing Giggs in that left side?
Who are you going to
Grealish?
All right.
Right. Giggs
imploded. You nearly imploded.
gets that left wing spot.
I'm just saying names, man. I'm asking you. It's
Was
your
it- he
opinion.
scored- How many consecutive seasons did Giggs score in the Premier League? It was something ridiculous. wasn't it?
20 or 22 seasons. Something.
Just it's gigs, man. It's
I know
the
he
only
scored
reason
in,
why.
like-
Just asking.
Obviously,
Grealish
his
played.
lifestyle is the reason why he doesn't get bought. There's not even a picture of him. It's like it's
Right, so we've got 10 out of the 11. We need
Yeah.
to solve this. Is it
I say
Bernardo
just-
Silva? Is it
Riyad Mahrez
David
is better than
Beckham? Or is it Riyad
Go
Mahrez?
It's
David
English
Beckham.
tax,
If
guys.
you
It's
wanna-
English tax.
David Beckham, even down to you talk about mentality. Look what happened. He let down the country and still came back. Got booed at every ground. Did his job. He's a special player. I think a lot of players they're deleting social media. They're getting out of here. Him every ground showed up, done his job, put him in there. On mentality alone, he's gonna get back. He's gonna find Haaland. He has to be in his team. Absolutely. I'm happy.
Mahrez is a better footballer.
That's fine, but David Beckham.
But for this squad that we've created,
Mahrez is amazing.
It's good nostalgia. It's a good documentary. He's got his show on Netflix. He's got a show on Netflix, guys. But Riyad Mahrez is a pure footballer, far better than.
I don't think that Mahrez would have been able to manage with every ground on him, on his back.
But they were on his back
So-
because he made a mistake. It was his fault. It was his
It's a little
responsibility.
kick. It's a little.
He got
kick
booked.
on
He got sent off.
Simeone.
do we
England
not
were
do
never
we
gonna
not
win.
not just English tax? Do we not go with Beckham just for pure legacy of how long he did it in the Premier League over Mahrez?
Absolutely.
But Riyad Mahrez is one of the most special players of all time. He won Leicester City a Premier League title, and then he
think
took that
that's amazing.
title to City. I mean, you won 4 league titles in a row or 3 league titles in a row.
We're not gonna do titles in a row.
Mahrez won 4 out of 5 titles,
We're not-
and he took
come
it from
on,
Leicester
Beckham
to City.
still went along to Real Madrid as well. Smashed.
1 league title.
Yeah, still did it. Still did his job. Everyone went to AC Milan as well. Then went to PSG.
Right, I'm gonna make a decision, and I just again because he knows what I'm gonna say, just because of pure enjoyment watching him growing up and nostalgia, and for me legacy, he's already put it in there.
Yeah, we wanted to be in.
David Beckham is going in there. But guys, let us know at home. That is our combined treble-winning squad at the moment. There's a lot like Roy Keane isn't
It's a
even
shame, but I had to
in that
give up.
team. For you guys at home, is there anyone there that we've missed out? Obviously, there are some big names, Roy Keane being one of them, Mahrez as well, we've just discussed. But let us know in the comment section below if there's anybody you would have put in. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Bet442. There's a link in the description below and also a QR code for you on the screen.